M. Night Shyamalan really hit lightning in a bottle with The Sixth Sense. That twist blew my mind, and it was a real thrill for me to not see it coming. He's gone on to tackle various other subjects with each movie. But what about aliens? This is Signs. Sugar tits! Mel Gibson is former Reverend Graham. He lives on a farm out in Pennsylvania, next to a big cornfield. Guess he just grows corn now? I had sex with a cell phone. Meryl is played by Joaquin Phoenix. Screaming kids out in the distance gets everyone's attention. Graham and his brother Meryl can't find the kids, so they just follow the screaming. Meryl's been helping the family since Graham's wife died in a car wreck 6 months ago. The details will be drip-fed through the movie, just to keep the plot from moving too quickly. Children, corn, I think we're in the wrong movie. Morgan, yeah, he's a Culkin, says there's something weird in the corn.
What's happening?
Dogs are barking. Woke us up.
Something you're going to notice about the performances in this movie? Almost everyone, for the most part, plays their parts subdued. Sure, they can be quirky, but that quirkiness is fitted as a layer on top of the subdued performance. You'll see what I mean. Corn's barking again. Stamped into the cornfield is a huge crop circle. It's like a message. I wonder what it says. He calls the cops, thinking it's a big weird prank. Oh, that Mr. Beast. We get more clues things are not quite right, like when the dog pees on the floor. Sure, blame the dog. Then the quirky cop arrives with her life story. Also, everyone has entertaining little stories.
She went down to Thornton's store this morning and started spitting. So what happened to your crops?
Bo and Morgan tend to the dog. No. This is a barbecue. The dog's over there. Oh, I forgot Abigail Breslin is in this. She's so cute. She can barely move the dog bowl. She's so tiny. Oh. But when the same dog growls at Bo, he gets killed by a Culkin. Something to note, Morgan has asthma, so that'll play into the plot in a serious way. Send a coroner. We got a body. 4 legs. Bo wants a glass of water.
There's a monster outside my room. Can I have a glass of water?
Oh, and there's a monster outside. Graham spots a figure standing on the roof of the barn.
Time for an ass whooping.
They think it's those pranksters again. Graham and Meryl run like maniacs around the house trying to trap them.
Ah! I'm insane with anger!
Oh, come on, Mel. We know you got it in you.
I'm losing my mind!
No sign of anyone out here. I guess he forgot he saw the guy on the roof. Bo has this thing about leaving half-full glasses of water around the house.
It has dust in it.
She says they're contaminated. The police are no help when there's no evidence.
So how are you, Meryl?
Fine.
Cut. Once more, but this time awake? More crop circles are showing up all over the world, so it's nice to be included. Want to see how TV remotes used to work?
Turn up the volume.
Perfection. Never needs batteries.
What in God's name is going on?
Time to head into the big city. Morgan buys a book on aliens from the quirky bookstore, and Graham goes to see his quirky pharmacist in a Wes Anderson movie. Meryl hangs out with a quirky army recruiter and gets some theories.
It's a military procedure. You send out a reconnaissance group, very small, check things out.
Let me guess, they come looking for Taylor Swift. Time for Meryl's backstory.
Meryl here has more strikeouts than any 2 players.
He used to be a record-breaking baseball player, but he always swung his bat, even when it would strike him out or give him the clap. That's just the way he is. The girl at the pharmacy still thinks Graham is a reverend and wants to atone for her sins, but since he left the church, this is more like a taxicab confession.
I don't want any one of you spending time with Tracy Abernathy alone.
2 words, butt stuff.
Is that him?
Hey, it's the director of the movie, but he's also playing the guy who killed Graham's wife. Accidentally, of course. Do that Martin Riggs thing and drop a shipping container on him. Morgan carries around a baby monitor that happens to pick up strange, possibly alien signals. They do this whole Iwo Jima thing where they get a clearer signal. Anyone who's grown up on rabbit ears and tinfoil antennas knows how this works.
Invasion proceeding as planned. You determined the water content of the planet. Hello? It's fine. You hesitated there. The water's cool. We're good. Are you sure? Yeah. Stop busting my balls.
That night, Graham goes into the cornfield, mistake number 1, to follow some dog activity. It's so dark in the cornfield at night, but he catches a glimpse of something. And this scare is so simple and effective, you should have heard the audience gasp. So maybe there is something going on.
First appeared 52 minutes ago.
On the TV, the news is reporting lights up in the night sky looking a lot like the Phoenix lights. You know, that famous UFO sighting? Morgan records the news on Merrill's porno tape. I hope he rewound it first. The big theme here is whether or not luck is just a coincidence or a miracle. The work of a higher power putting things in place to help us out. Graham is more in the luck is just coincidence camp. Graham reveals to Merrill his wife's dying words, see, swing away, which he regarded as delirium. We also get our first flashback of the night she died. And it's over. I told you, drip feed. Merrill moved the TV into the closet so he could blast the news at full volume. The ships are gone in the daylight. They have a cloaking tech, but birds keep slamming into them. Then the kids mutate into giant Hershey's Kisses. Morgan's alien book is strangely specific.
Looks a little like our house, doesn't it?
Very specific. Graham gets a call from the veterinarian that killed his wife. You know, the director?
I'm going out for a few minutes.
He's sorry about killing his wife. It was an accident. He fell asleep at the wheel. Shipping container. But he's got theories. The aliens seem to avoid water. So he's headed to a place with a lot of water. Like my basement when it rains.
Don't open my pantry, Father. I found one of them in there and locked him in.
Should have led with that, man. Behold, the scariest scene of the movie.
All initial opinions are this is genuine.
He's right there. You don't see him until he moves. From this day, I can't do birthday parties. Sure enough, there's someone or something trapped in the pantry. I'd love a walk-in pantry. I could shop at Costco again. Graham tries to use a knife as a mirror to peek, but winds up chopping some fingers off. Graham comes home to this. He suggests they go hang out by the lake, but the family would rather stay home. Same. Since there's not enough time to build a cannon that shoots corn, the plan is to board up the windows. So the aliens seem to be using the crop circles as markers for navigation, so the farmers get it first.
You won't let anything happen to us, right?
What does everyone want for their last meal?
I want spaghetti.
French toast.
Chicken teriyaki.
God, that all sounds so good. The beauty of the end of the world? Screw cleaning up. This is what happens when you let a 5-year-old cook. Graham is doubling down on the non-miracle stuff, so he refuses to say grace. This leads to a minor breakdown that brings everyone together.
We still good on the water? Yeah, come on down.
You know that door opens inward, right? The dog is first. This is a great time to tell Morgan he tore his mother a new one when he was born. The aliens get in, so they barricade in the basement. Once again, good solid wood saves the day. There might be another way in, but somehow Graham doesn't know where the coal chute is.
What?
Found it. Morgan starts having an asthma attack, and I think they forgot something.
We don't have his medicine.
Graham really has a crisis of faith, telling God how much he hates him.
Hate him back, it works for me.
All while trying to calm Morgan down. I hate you. Shh, breathe. We get more flashback to his wife's accident, and it's brutal. Colleen, his wife, is pinned to a tree by the vet's car. She's smashed, and the car is the only thing holding her together and keeping her alive. But thank God she's conscious. The next morning, people are back on the morning show. Things are quiet, and it seems to be over. Something seemed to scare them off, but they still need to give Morgan his medicine, so they go back upstairs.
They're doing this on TV.
I told you never to watch that channel. Turns out the aliens left a few behind. Hey look, it's Pantry Guy. Thank you for reminding us.
I want a speaking smell, a car battery, and some Reese's Pieces. Now!
Ugh. Okay, this is the last flashback, and it's the final part. Graham gets to say goodbye, and Colleen gets to say some stuff, including some odd, seemingly random things. See, swing away. Then they pull the car back and she goes...
Or do you believe that people just get lucky?
So something is falling into place here. Is it luck? Coincidence? A miracle? see the bat. Merrill needs to
Swing away, Merrill.
his moment to shine, so his skill set may or may not be an accident after all. The alien sprays poison gas into Morgan's face. Then Merrill goes ham.
And save humanity, will ya?
When water spills on the alien, it seems to burn him. And guess what's sitting all over the living room in convenient glassware? Last part of the miracle, Morgan's asthma protected his lungs from the poison. Don't worry, he doesn't get brain damage from lack of oxygen or anything. He's fine. He's fine. So the alien's dead, family's fine, shit ton of glass to clean up. But everything's cool now. Gonna need a new dog. Going through something like this is enough to put the faith back in Graham. Which is cool. I really wasn't into the corn farming. That was Signs. You might think of this as an alien invasion movie, but it's really about a man regaining his faith. M. Night Shyamalan still had to live up to the expectation to provide a twist at the end. In Signs, the theme was faith in a higher power that may or may not exist. In the twist, if you want to call it that, it's like, see, God's got your back all along. Graham lost his faith after the tragic death of his wife. And anyone who's ever seen a movie knew that that faith would be back by the end of the movie. What if he never got his faith back at the end of the movie? That would have been a twist. I like that the family, including the kids, contributed. No screaming, bratty children. I'm looking at you, War of the Worlds. Lots has been said about the aliens attacking a planet covered by something so dangerous to them. But I don't think it's the water itself is what's so harmful. Like Bo said, it's contaminated. Dust, microbes, bacteria, microplastics. Who knows what else we've been pumping into the water? We have places where the water burns. So if germs can stop Martians, I can accept our water being lethal to aliens. Also, you try breaking through a wooden door with no tools. Awkward stares, dialogue, and bizarre characterizations makes everyone so, I'm going to use the word again, quirky and weird. They don't feel like real people at times. It really gives the movie a unique, almost dreamlike tone. Also funny the director put himself in such a pivotal role. Hey, this way he gets 2 paychecks. It has a great soundtrack by James Newton Howard that really helps out with the atmosphere. It stresses you out from the get-go, but in a good way. The effects are used sparingly, but effectively. The aliens are shown in glimpses until the climax, making them more of a sinister presence. This could have easily have gone campy, but it doesn't. As heavy-handed as the message, the movie doesn't take itself too seriously. I feel like the pacing is hurt by the drip-feed backstory. That's me, that's my main complaint. Your mileage may vary. Graham getting his faith back was a given, but the focus on character-driven storytelling made the journey so much more complete. Signs is 4 Bs. I love this movie. It's got a charm that makes it stand out from other alien invasion movies, and I think I watch it just about every year. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. These are all things that help me out. Ring the bell if you want to get notifications of when I put stuff out. Granted, it's not as often as I would like to, but life gets in the way sometimes. But I'm trying. I'm honestly trying. This is theNewBee, and I'll see you later, kids. Toodles!